So how do you become an electrician apprentice? Uh, Electric dude here. I've been an electrician for 35 years now. Um, I can give you some ideas. Um, First thing you want to do is to contact your local IBW office. Um, if there's not one in your town, you can go to ibw.org and you'll be able to figure out which local office covers your area. They will put you in touch with the apprenticeship program, and then they'll give you an application, and you fill out the application. You get the required documents, and one of the things you'll need is some basic algebra. So if you didn't have that already, take a night class or whatever you need to do to get that under your belt because you're going to need it. Um, After that, you take an aptitude test, and then if you do well on that, then they'll set you up with an interview with the apprenticeship committee. They will ask you a few questions, get to know you a little bit, just make sure that you're a good fit for the trade. Once you get through the interview, then the next step was to do a weekend, 2-day, they call it a boot camp. And it's really just a basic overview of our trade. You do some hands-on stuff, and they just show you, give you an idea of what's involved in the trade, so you don't go in totally blind. So then after that, it's just a matter of waiting till they get to your name on the list to go to work. And at that point, you'll go to work, and you'll also start your school. School amounts to a couple weeks out of the year, about a week at a time, going full time. The rest of the time you're working, making a paycheck, and that paycheck gets larger as you go through the apprenticeship. You're working with a journeyman who will show you the ropes and help you learn the trade. So you do that for about 5 years. It goes really fast, and then you become a journeyman after that. At that point, you really start to learn because then you're on your own and you got to figure things out. So at that point, you're going to really appreciate all of that education and training because there'll be a lot of things that you've never done, that you've never even got exposed to during your apprenticeship, except maybe in school. So you'll be able to do the work. You'll be able to figure it out. Even things that you haven't been exposed to, you'll know how to do it, how to figure those things out too, and how to do things safely as well. That's pretty important because it is a kind of a dangerous trade if you don't know what you're doing. So that's how you do it. It's all. That's it in a nutshell. It costs you nothing except for books. You, just like any school, you have to buy your books. So that's really all there is to it. I hope that helps you to have an idea what to do. I do need to say that as an electrician, there is sometimes some rough patches as since 2008 when the economy took a dump. Construction got hit really hard, and unemployment was really high, and it hasn't fully recovered. There are areas where the work is good, but a lot of areas it's still a little slow, including where I am. So I've spent more time since 2008 unemployed than I ever have, and too much for me. It's been a hardship financially. So it's caused me to look at alternatives. I've always thought the perfect alternative would be an online business. So I've tried that many times in the past and always failed. Never made a penny. It was really frustrating. Finally, was ready to give up. But I decided to give it one more shot here just recently, and luckily I stumbled onto a really good program. I was able to get in really inexpensively. It was easy to do, and I started making money just about immediately. I was shocked. I've never made any money online in my life. So it's really made a big difference in my quality of life and my family's. It's taken a lot of stress away. So I'm really happy that I came across that. So I would really recommend that you look at alternatives before you jump into anything. There's a lot of things you could do, whether it's on the side or just as a career. This is what I do now, so this is my career, my new career. So if you want to check out what I do, go to successwithjeff.com. But whatever you do, look at all sides of it before you decide it's time to jump in. I really hope that I've been able to help you out with some ideas, things to look for and things to watch out for. And whatever you decide to do, I wish you all the best.